How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Matt's Beer Reviews. Back with a mystery beer. Fucking mystery beers, baby. My favorite kind of beers. Yeah. Let's talk about it. Mystery beers. How do I do my mystery beers? I have people, whether they be friends, acquaintances, people that just mail me beers, or as this one, a actual friend, Chris, lives down the street, super cool dude. He set me up not too long ago with a stack of mystery beers. Ran through them. He wanted to see the series keep going, so he ended up doing another stack of mystery beers. Why is it important for other people to do that? So I don't know what I'm drinking. I have no clue what I'm about to open. People wrap them, give them to me like this, so there's no kind of preconceived notion of what's going on at all. All I know is that there's a beer in here. I'm going to drink it. So there you go. Yeah, white can. So there you go. That's all we have going on for this one. Give it a pop. Now, it's a 16-ounce can. A big one. So I assumed, you know how that works when they do the whole ask you and me thing, that was going to be a kind of Hop 40 beer. Only because that's what people do with these 16-ounce cans. So it kind of looks the case to be here. You don't know. There's some great stouts, though, that come in these big cans nowadays. AleSmith Speedway Stout, a couple of other ones. Anyway, it looks the part of a IPA, double IPA. Could be a Belgian triple, for all I know. It's got a super soft, subtly hazy kind of body to it. Nice creaminess, infinite creaminess on top. It could be a Saison for all I know. Lacks the carbonation, though. Really not much carbonation going on there, but it's got a really pretty head on her. Let's see what the nose has. Well, it's definitely an IPA. West Coast IPA. Yeah. Could be, it could be a mixture of the two, because I am getting a bit of citrus in there. I'm getting a heaping helping of a bit of kind of resiny pininess in there. It's not too big, but it's enough to corner where it's kind of in your face. It could be a double IPA. It could be a single IPA. I can't really tell off the nose. All I am is getting off hops and a bit of malty sweetness from it. That's pretty much it. Sweet citrusness, sweet piney resininess, and then a bit of kind of dankiness just kind of floating underneath it all with just a bit of sweet malt. So let's dive in. Cheers. That's a double IPA right there, my friends. Okay. It hits you with a bit of a pop. That pop isn't like a super over-the-top kind of alcohol pop. It has a bit of legs to it. So it's got a bit of beef. But it's more of that piney resininess to it. This definitely has West Coast vibes written all over it. West Coast vibes. But it's not like super dragging on your palate either. You just get that big pop of that resiny hoppiness. There's citrus behind it. There's a bit of grapefruit behind it. There's a bit of orange behind it. You get a little bit, maybe a kind of mango-y kind of vibe going around there too. But, that piney resininess is leading away, but it has a lightness to it all at the same time. I know I said it had some heft to it. It does, and it hits you with a big wallop. Once you actually swallow it, it has this kind of lightness and effervescence to it. Not necessarily from like a carbonation kind of point. This kind of lightness, this kind of tippy-toe, light on its feet kind of vibe to it after you actually take a big gulp. Yeah, you get that big pop. You swallow. You get that wash of bitterness. Get that wash of sweetness. It's not too heavy. It's a double IPA. But it's almost something that you could kind of session on. That's how gentle it is on your palate going forward. You still have that lingering sweetness, that lingering fruitiness, that lingering resininess, but it's not overly drying and it's not too heavy. It's tasty. It's a bit it drinks thin, based off of a lot of the double IPAs you get nowadays. I think that lends itself to being kind of drinkable. So it's weird because it has that kind of heft I was talking about, while at the same time kind of finishing lighter. I don't want to say thin, I want to say lighter. So I have no idea what this is. It tastes like a West Coast brewery wanted to make an East Coast kind of beer with a lot of West Coast vibes. So, it has that kind of old school West Coast brewery thing going on. Let's put it that way. It's got that Coronado vibes, the Pizza Port vibes. the fucking who else out there? Coronado. Not really a 21st century thing going on. Yeah, but that like kind of the Pizza Port kind of, Lost Abbey. Who's the other end of that when I do that kind of their end of hobby things? That Pizza Port? No, it's somebody different. But you know what I'm talking about. That quintessential kind of San Diego hop vibe before all the Haze Bros came out of the woodwork. That kind of good stuff. That's what I got going on here. That fruitiness lingers, and it's pretty fucking cool. So I dig it. So yeah, West Coast Double IPA. That's what I'm saying. That's doing like an East Coast. There you go. Sticking to the can. Oh, there we go. Wild Card Brewing. Never heard of these guys. Redding, California. Is that close to San Diego? That would be pretty fucking cool. Let's see what we got going on here. We have Bicoastal Double IPA, limited release from Redding, California, Wild Card Brewing. Never had anything from these guys. Never heard of these guys. The can it says a Best By date on it of the 4th of 2018. This is the middle of February, so I'm assuming they're putting 6 months in their cans. So you do the math. It says here, signature West Coast bitterness and dry finish, East Coast juicy and tropical fruit flavors, hops Eldorado, Mosaic, and I can't read the last one. Equinox, maybe? I think that's what it is. 8.2. Wow. So she's a big one. Actually, really like the artwork on there. It's my favorite color. One of my favorite colors of blue, but I kind of dig it. Cool texture and a label. But yeah, it's a fun beer from a brewery I never had anything from before. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, not brain teaser here beer wise. It's nothing really out of the ordinary to kind of pick up and kind of guess at. But yeah, that's a fun one. I kind of knock it for its a little bit of thinness that it has going on for it being how big of a beer it is, but at the same time I kind of want to put it in a plus column for that too, because it drinks super easy. It's tasty. Like I said, it has that West Coast vibes, East Coast vibes. Bicoastal makes sense, so I dig it. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late. Caveat to that. Is it one of the better non-hazy double IPAs I've had as of late? Yes. I dig it. I actually do dig it. Each sip is just a little bit more kind of funner. So I think it's pretty damn tasty stuff. If you live in this kind of crazy, kooky, Hazebro, hop thoughty millennial world of ours to where everything has to be just butternut squash soup, this might not be the beer for you. But if you appreciate beers for what they are, what this beer is doing exactly what it wants to do. It's giving you that East and West Coast to a T. Someone as ignorant as me can pick that out, combined with its drinkability and its cleanliness. I didn't talk about that at all through the review. It just drinks super clean. There's nothing negative to it. So yeah, super tasty beer. And kind of want more stuff from the brewery, to be perfectly honest with you. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe somebody out there in the kind of Redding, California way can chime in on this. I'll leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like the East versus West Coast stuff, I mean, that's kind of what you have going on here. It's that mixture of both sides. So if you get down on that realm of beerness, you'll definitely like this because, yeah, definitely has that good stuff going for it. I kind of dig it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did somewhere in between down there, words and stuff. If you want to find me somewhere else on the internet, Massive Beers and the Googs. If you want to find me doing podcasting stuff, which is a lot different than the stuff I do here, but quite as interesting. Brewer interviews, roundtables, opinion pieces, all that fun stuff. Beer Massif. M-A-S-S-I-F. Put that in the Googs. Go find me there. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice East meets West Coast IPA right now. And hope we'll see you next time. Cheers.